Hi everyone and welcome to So Close Gamers channel, and thank you for watching this video. Today we're going to be looking at another driving assist feature that we have, which is ABS, and look at the different options through there and just see how this affects the performance, the handling, and also most importantly those crucial seconds of your lap. Now we've already done most of the laps I've done so far have been with the default settings, and we've been averaging about 58 seconds. So I feel like it's a little bit pointless to do this race again. What I'm going to do is start off on the weak setting for ABS and just see what exactly happens. Now, again, as you probably heard from a previous video, I don't tend to play around with the settings that much, if I'm honest. I just tend to leave it what the game gives it and off we go for it. I don't really tend to explore. Now, the reason for exploring was because someone mentioned something in a YouTube video I watched, and it got me quite intrigued. It got me to be a bit inquisitive, a bit more adventurous, and it's only until now I've started to really explore these settings and what it could do. So, yeah, so this is on weak. Now this doesn't really feel much difference right now. Unless it still feels like a good lap. It still feels pretty smooth, pretty quick. Again, I know the indicators are flashing for various bits and pieces at the bottom, and I'm trying to ignore those right now because they are quite attention catching. But this is trying to be quite a smooth lap. Again, I'm not hammering. Oh, just gone off a little bit there. I do apologise for that. That is completely my fault. You have to blame the driver on that one. Now, on weak, I don't really feel much difference, if I'm honest, compared to normal. I know that has cost me a couple of seconds, but that would have been a very similar time. In all honesty, that would have been probably, if we took like a second off, it would have been about 59, maybe 58.5 seconds. So to me, it didn't feel much difference at all having it on weak, which kind of surprised me. I expected there to be a really strong difference. It didn't feel like there was. So what we're going to do now is be even more daring, and we're going to turn it off. Okay, so you can see the icon changes to a nice lovely like murky yellow, and let's just see what happens now. I thought I'd change the camera view. I prefer looking at it from the front, but I thought just to make it a bit easier on the eye and just so we can see the steering wheel and how I'm trying to react to it, I thought I'll use this view and just see if there is more difference, if we notice more differences with the settings turned on and off and etc. I thought this might be a bit more of a good representation. Oh, that felt very weird, that felt very weird. And I've spun it out on the first corner. I was not expecting that. I really wasn't expecting that at all. Ghost car's going to screen as a result of it all. Now, I feel the back end of the car sliding out a lot more, especially when you really put the hammer down. Obviously you've got the accelerator down quite a lot, it's the nature of the game, but I don't know if I like this setting. It causes the car to spin so much and react. I'm not sure. I know I went horribly wrong on the first one, and apologies for that in advance. You know, there's going to be many people watching this now going, ooh, and effectively cursing me for that. But I'm going to just start off the replay, so I'll just discuss a few things a second, because there's a few things I've noticed, and you probably noticed it in the car. There was a lot of like counteracting going on. Like there, for instance, the back end's trying to come out a little bit slightly. Which setting would I personally use? I honestly don't know. I think I'd like to keep it on probably weak, just so there's a little bit of support. Yeah, that's the harsh braking. And there we go. Wow. Wow, that shocked me. But there's another bit further on in the lap where you actually see the back end starting to slide out in the corner. Almost going into a drift if I wasn't too careful. But the wheels lock up. Yeah, this is unusual behaviour. I think it's there. I think it was just on that corner. You can sort of just see it moving more diagonal rather than turning. But wow. Okay, so overview. Which one would I pick? I would probably say I quite like the weak one, purely because I like there to be some assistance with this. Just for moments like that, just there, where the car swings itself back out. It just gives it a bit more control, especially if you've got a lot of power, especially using rear wheel drive. I imagine it being impossible, near enough impossible, because the car will just slide and try and go into spins all the time. So I wouldn't suggest people to turn it off completely, unless you're really used to it, then turn it off. But yes, it's quite powerful, and you can see the lap time there in section 8. You know, the 1:09. It just goes to show how much difference you can get, especially if you're not experienced with it like myself. It can catch you out quite a lot in laps and can cause you to spectacularly spin off the track. So hopefully this has been some use to people. If it hasn't, then I do apologise for that. I'm just trying to do like a first-hand experience, my thoughts on it, just see how the car behaves. I appreciate everyone watching this video. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button to see more of these. As we can see, that time's got worse. Again, that were my mistakes. But yeah, I will catch you guys later with another video, and I'll speak to you again.